What's going on, friends? Welcome back to another episode of Salty Lou All Aquatics. My name is Louie, and in today's episode we're going to talk about quarantine. I want to show you my little setup that I got right here behind me. I want to show you the things that I keep in hand to treat the fish in case they come in sick or they have parasites or they show up any signs of ick or whatnot. But before that, I'm going to throw you back about a month ago when I received my first shipment of fish, so you can see what happened right off the bat. Let's see in a bit. Today we are dealing with a big emergency. I just ordered some fish the other day at liveaquaria.com, and they came in this morning, but guess what? Check this out. The box is leaking. Yep, worst nightmare. So I'm going to go ahead and open them up, trying to get them out of there and acclimate as soon as I can. They're going straight into quarantine. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and open this box. Oh gosh. Let's see. It's so good. See him? He's still swimming. He's good. So it's not leaking. Gonna get him acclimated to temperature. Die. I think this is a bag that was leaking, is it? Oh, it's still living too. Look at him. Look at him. Come on, focus, dude. You see him? There you go. But this guy. Yep, still there. Look at him. You see him? And big boy's still there. So we leave. Alright. So that's a beaut. I don't think you'll be able to see it through this bag. Yeah, you can see him right there. There you go. So I'm gonna go ahead and acclimate these guys to the quarantine tank. Overflow. No. Alright, go. Acclimate the temperature. Then I'm gonna put them on the trough and then drip acclimate them. This crisis averted. Something was leaking. I don't know what it was. Weird, isn't it? They probably threw this box. I mean, you guys know how shipping goes with that UPS. So let me get them acclimated and out of the bags, and I'll pick you guys back up once that's done, and then we'll talk about it. So as you can see, sometimes we can't control shipping, especially when these boxes sometimes get kicked around. But from that batch of fish, I'm happy to report and sad to report that the 3 convict tanks didn't make it through quarantine, but the nasal tank and the whitetail bristletooth, they made it through with no issues at all. I put them back in the 400, so they were there chiming away at all that algae. So I do quarantine all my fish when they come in. I leave them in the tank for about 30 days. The first thing I do when I put them in the tank, I use Pratzy. I know you guys are familiar with this product. I use it all the time. It's just the first thing I do. I don't treat them with copper right away because copper could be stressful on the fish. So I let them settle, and I wait and I observe them. I used to do like the first 14 days and then just do copper right away, but I stopped doing that so I can let the fish like settle out and start eating and why not. And then if they show any signs of ick or anything like that that I can treat with copper, I will. So the one that I use is copper powder. I like this. It's very good on the fish. I know copper is hard to test, but I found out that this Hannah Shaker, their copper kit, it is legit. This thing is awesome. No more guessing about colors or whatnot. I'll give you a reading right away. Also keeping hand powder guard for dips, in case there's like some kind of fin rot or any other parasites that I can't treat with a Practi-Pro. I also have handy dandy air pump with air line with air stone at the end, and I use this for my freshwater dips. You guys have heard like for flukes and stuff like that, you can do freshwater dips. So I like to oxygenate the water to minimize the stress on the fish, and that's it. That's all I use for quarantine. I just observe it. I have the tank right here in my office, so I always have somebody moving around behind me. But let me show you my setup so you can see that setting up a quarantine tank is not expensive and it's not hard. And I mean, it's an extra blanket of security, especially if you have fish that you have with you in your tank for a long time. Like my purple tank has been with me for 8 years now, so I don't want him to get sick because I just didn't want to wait to put the other fish in the tank. So there we go. This is my setup. As you can see, it's just a simple 40-gallon breeder that you can get on like Petco when they do those $1 per gallon tanks. It's perfect time to get a quarantine tank. It doesn't have to be this big. 20 gallons is probably better, especially if you don't have the space for it. I just like this 40 gallons, especially when you're quarantining tanks. They have more space, more water volume to dilute any nutrients in there. I also have, as you can see right over there, it's a sponge filter. It's a regular sponge filter a lot of people use for fresh water. So I just hooked up an MJ 1200 to it, and that's my filtration right there. And it works very well in this tank, because it provides a lot of surface for bacteria. And I do have a hang on the back that I used to use, but then I figured out that, and I found out that using the sponge filter, that filter right there, there's more and more surface area for beneficial bacteria. I also have an extra pump, an extra MJ over there, 1200, just because you know tanks love flow, so make them feel more comfortable, give it a little more flow, more surface area for gas exchange. Another thing that I use a lot is these ammonia alerts. They work very well, and they're perfect for quarantine. And for a heating element, I have a Cobalt Neotherm heater back there. And I keep the water at 80 degrees, and I do that because I've read in this knowledge out there that parasites come out in warmer waters, so it's pretty much kind of like to induce them to try to come out if they are in the fish. And for hiding spaces, I have PVC pipe they use, or why not. For lighting, let me pick this up. Regular Home Depot shop light. For the top, a do-it-yourself screen with the mesh, so they don't jump out. By the way, that's the new fish that I have. I wanted to get a powder blue and an Achilles tank. I got both of them on sale, but unfortunately the Achilles tank only lasted for like the first 2 days, and I lost it, which is it's sad. Here's a picture of them when they first were in here. They never fought because I put them at the same time. They were buddies hanging out, and like day 3, I believe it was. Man, I come home from work, they were swimming around. That afternoon I come to check on them to feed them. the guy is laying on the side done. No signs of parasites, no signs of none of that. But it is what it is. That's the way this hobby is, and sometimes we just can't prevent all the death of the fish. Sometimes we win, sometimes we lose. And that's all I got for today's video. I hope you enjoy it. Hope you learned something. The 400 updates coming soon, so if you don't want to miss none of that, if you want to support the channel, please like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell so you get notified when I upload the new videos. And until next time, stay salty, my friends.